Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Panda here, and today this is the second daily video of the new after the new channel, which you saw yesterday. So today is going to be a review of the new character Doomfist. He's been out for about, I'm going to say, around about 2 months, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but about 2 months. So his abilities are listed on screen now. So his little auto attacks, it's called his hand cannon. So this is a short range weapon with spread reloads automatically. So if you think of Roadhog's normal auto attack, which is like a spray sort of thing, it's like that, but it's more like little darts, if that makes sense. We'll leave the ultimate till last. So the next one is Seismic Slam. So Seismic Slam is the leap forward where he sort of normally you do the combo with the next ability, which is the uppercut, rising uppercut, because it's sort of like brings you down and does damage. But the Seismic Slam is where he leaps forward and sort of smashes on the ground. So like a Reinhardt ult, but on a downscaled, but he jumps forward instead of just smashing it down. So the next ability is Rising Cut. So this is knock an enemy into the air. So usually what you do is knock an enemy into the air and go on to the next enemy, and then it would usually take like a real good combo. But the next ability after that is Rocket Punch. So Rocket Punch is a hold to charge, then release to launch forward and knock the enemy back. Damage increases if the enemy hits a wall. So like Reinhardt's pin, if Reinhardt hits a wall and pins them, it deals so much more damage. And this is the point where Doomfist is quite overpowering at the moment, people are saying, because he can rocket punch anyone and they can just go and hit a wall and die. I think the range of the rocket punch is sort of like a bit, like the knockback of it is a bit too far. Maybe if they altered that, it might be less powerful, but hopefully they will. So his passive is when he deals damage, he temporarily creates a shield. So for the amount of damage that he does to a champion, he creates a shield. So this is what I think players are getting annoyed about, because, so for instance, when you see in the next clip, what I do is I try and one hit someone, so whack him into a wall, and then I'd seismic charge and then turn around and seismic slam out of it. And because I've done all that damage, I still have the shield that can cover me for all the damage that I take, and I can just re-heal. So that's why it is very frustrating for a lot of players. So, but he is immobile. Well, he's not immobile, but he's like, when he's running, he's sort of, his abilities, like if you use them all at once, then you're pretty much screwed for getting out. So timing your abilities is sort of needed. But anyway, let's move on to the ultimate. So the ultimate is called Meteor Strike. So Meteor Strike is when he presses Q to leap up into the air above the target circle, then pressing the activation button and strike down on a target area. So in this target area, you'll see there's a smaller one and there's a middle one. So the middle one does the most amount of damage, so you want to get the middle one on top of someone. So he's really good if it's on push the payload or something like that. Or there's like a Bastion or Reinhardt set up, he can just Meteor Strike on top of them and possibly kill the Bastion first time. And anyway, yeah, let's just get straight back into the gameplay. So Doomfist, in my opinion, he's tiny bit broken, just a tiny bit. Like a lot of people say he's majorly broken. Like he is counterable. So for example, when you look at like a Roadhog or something, so if he shifts towards like a Roadhog can just hook him and he comes straight out of it. Same with what was it, Mei as well. Mei can literally just freeze him or put a wall up, like saving someone else. So there is counterways towards him. Some people that, so like a Tracer or something, can easily counter him. So this is why I don't say he's really OP, because if a Tracer comes up against him and he tries using his rocket punch on a Tracer, it's not going to work because Tracer could just teleport to use their little dash to sidestep it, and then they wouldn't be able to do anything. Diva's just the same; she can just jetpack out of it. The only person I don't think can do it is possibly Hanzo, because Hanzo doesn't have really a dash. All he has is like a wall climb. Widowmaker as well, she has to find a ledge, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just trying to think, there's Reaper as well. Reaper can just go into his little, you got to time it right mostly. If he sees him doing the rocket punch, he can just go into his little dark form, and by the time he comes out, it'll be done. Soldier 76 as well could, he could potentially, if he uses his rockets right, his Helix rockets, he can just fire them onto the ground, move out the way. But most of the champions he can just move out the way. Bastion, no, can't, but then Bastion will probably, with his turret, just mow him down. But, right, let's just like get into the gameplay, because otherwise it's just going to be horrible. But with Doomfist, he's getting picked less now, just because it's just stupid. But his reload time for his rise, sorry, what was I say? His little rocket gun is sort of, I think that's quite, everyone's saying that's a bit like stupid on him, but it's not, in my opinion. So he pretty much, I see him as like quite a good champion, like, but he can get, if he's bombarded, he can easily just get dropped, just because he doesn't have that, how do I put it, he doesn't have like the maneuverability to just get out. Even though, like, as you've probably seen, his abilities, they take, his seismic, his rocket punch should be a little bit less. It all sort of relies on like the coordination, because otherwise it's just, you're just going to die. As you saw there, McCree easily wipe you up. But hopefully with like the coming future, they'll be able to patch some of it and make his damage maybe a little bit less. But I see the character, like the genuine design of it is actually really good. Like, they've incorporated from the first design they originally made of the drawing, they've actually done it really well. So his abilities are a little bit debatable, but his splash arts are really good. Like, for the skins they made as well. But there's some skins which are debatable, like the Panther skin, which I've got on now. But it's still pretty good. Like, the first game we didn't really get much in, but hopefully like the second game is like a little bit better. But oh, sorry, I'm a little bit tired. But even though like they made his, like, some of his skins are actually really good. They've got two tiki ones. One's like a red one, like a glow one. One's like a blue one. Some people think that the mask coming off of the skin would have been really good, but I'm just debatable. He's quite a, I don't know where he's from actually. I think he's from Brazil. No, I think he's from like Uganda or something. But I think he's quite a cool champion. Like, all of his splash arts are really good. Like, hands down. Like, I think they're outstanding. Maybe the thing that he could change might be his little rocket gun, just to suit his other fist. But as said from before, he is an all decent champion. But it's when when I get back into the season, because I'm not really playing the competitive at the moment. So when I get back into the season, I'll try and get some gameplay with him and see what he's like on comp, because most people are going to be like very skeptical about this. And bearing in mind, this is the first offensive champion that they've got that's over 200 health. So originally they had May. No, I think it was May. May. Who else was it? Bastion. Pretty much the only people over 200 health. The rest of them have got only 200. But then with Doomfist he can get more because of the amount of damage that he does with the shield. So his shield can go up to about, the most I've got an up to about is 300. But hopefully it's works a little bit better in the future. Some of the meteor strikes, I think I got a double kill at one point, which I'll probably put it in now. But I think he does really well on stuff like push the payload and stuff like that. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of Doomfist. Please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Support the channel as much as you can. And thank you guys for the 40 subscribers that I had last time. Hope you can get more and grow a lot more. I'm hoping to collaborate soon with another one of my friends on YouTube. He's like a Black Ops 3 gamer. So hopefully we can do it a lot better. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Panda, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. See ya!